Have you ever scrolled through the internet? I mean, not that kind of internet, but the internet like YouTube and TikTok to hide the fact that you have a massive study session that you still need to do. But because it's boring, you don't want to do it. And here is why hard work is so boring for you. Hard work is supposed to be boring, it's supposed to be grinding, and I'm just crying like a little bitch. Is what I was told when I was wondering why it was so boring and dead for me. But how do we fix that? How do we make hard work unboring? Now, there are only two things that we need to do. Number one, we need to make hard work fun. Last year when I was studying math, is that I would do 3 different things to make it fun. Blast my favorite music, study with friends, and treat each practice question like some challenge. Sometimes I even play Animal Crossing music in the background to make it seem like I'm in a video game, to recreate the feeling that I'm grinding right now and I'm having fun. And surprisingly, it made me study for hours and hours and hours effortlessly. Studying became fun, and I've been pretty much practically applying this strategy to every hard work that I have. I would sit down and think of ways to make it enjoyable for me. Now, something you should know is that everyone has fun in their own ways. You might have fun having snacks on the side, having some instant noodles on the side, or maybe watching someone else study at the same time as you, going to the library, going to new environments. Everyone has different ways, and you should be heavily thinking about how you can apply this to all the hard work you have. And a really quick rundown on why this works is because when we have fun, like our stress hormones decrease, but our dopamine happy hormones increase. And therefore, when we have fun and we do the hard work, we're gonna release the same hormones you have when you play games, when you hang out with your friends, or just have fun in general. Not only will you learn better, you'll study better and have a better attitude. And if you're still stuck on how I can make a certain task fun, find out what in your life that makes you happy, that makes you have fun. If it's, for example, listening to some certain music, just combine that with study. If it's, hanging out with friends, study with some friends, meet some people online or some people in the library or something. And number 2, hard work is so boring because you're making it an obligation. Whenever your parent asks you to do the dishes, are you thinking, oh yay, I get to do that? Or you're thinking, oh, RIP, I have to do it. So what makes you think when you try to order yourself and obligate yourself to do the hard work that you're gonna do it? I mean, with our parents, of course, it gives us a sense of accountability to obviously do the dishes because we love and respect them. But with yourself, say you have a massive study session that you try to tell yourself to do, you're probably not going to do it because the accountability factor is out the window, and you're still thinking, oh, I have to do the studying, instead of, trying to make yourself happy and say, oh yeah, I get to do it. When we make hard work, for example, studying, a complete obligation, like something we have to do, well, our brain is not going to let that slide at all. We're not going to do it. At that moment, we're not gonna really suffer any consequences, there's no accountability to it, so we're probably not gonna touch it at all. So it's time we don't make it an obligation anymore. And we could do this by reminding ourselves with a sticky note right now, say, start each task with I get to. And this is a mindset shift that Ali Abdaal uses, so it's not like new at all, but basically this will push your brain to a more positive attitude. I mean, if you're doing the hard work anyway, why don't you put your 100% and a positive mind to it, right? And in case you forgot, remember that hard work is fun. Try to make it fun, and also remember that it's not an obligation. You're gonna make it seem like, oh, you really want to do it. Something like you get to do. And if you learned something today, please subscribe and so you can see more of my super secret tips. And follow my Instagram and TikTok if you think I'm taller than Olaf from Frozen. Thank you so much. Goodbye.